everyone, it's Tails here, and today I wanted to talk about the original Sonic the Hedgehog game. This classic title released back in 1991 and still stands the test of time as one of the best platformers out there. In this review, I'm going to highlight the good things about Sonic 1 that make it such a beloved game. Let's start with the gameplay. Sonic 1's fast-paced, side-scrolling platformer gameplay was groundbreaking at the time and still holds up today. The game's momentum-based physics engine was ahead of its time, allowing players to build up speed and blaze through levels at breakneck speeds. The levels are well designed, with plenty of branching paths and hidden secrets to discover. Sonic's abilities, such as his spin dash and ability to jump on enemies to defeat them, feel satisfying and add to the game's momentum. Next up is the game's music. Sonic 1's soundtrack is iconic and memorable, featuring catchy tunes that perfectly capture the game's energetic and vibrant atmosphere. From the classic Green Hill Zone theme to the funky and upbeat sounds of the Springyard Zone, new music in Sonic 1 is a huge part of what makes the game so enjoyable. Moving on to the graphics, Sonic 1's colorful and detailed pixel art graphics were impressive for their time and still hold up well today. The levels are full of vibrant colors and intricate details, from the lush greenery of Green Hill Zone to the mechanical constructions of Scrap Brain Zone. The character animations are also top-notch, with Sonic's running animation becoming one of the most iconic in all of gaming. Sonic 1's boss battles are another highlight of the game. Each boss feels unique and challenging, with their own patterns and strategies to learn, from the simple yet effective Eggman battles to the more complex fights against the likes of the final boss. Sonic 1's boss battles are always exciting and satisfying to overcome. Finally, Sonic 1 has a high level of replayability. The game is relatively short, with only 6 main zones, but the branching paths and hidden secrets encourage players to come back and explore each level in depth. The game also features a time attack mode, challenging players to complete levels as quickly as possible. Sonic 1's replayability makes it a game that players can come back to again and again, even after beating it multiple times. Now, let's go to the bad of Sonic 1. One of the most significant flaws of Sonic 1 is the lack of a save feature. This means that players have to complete the game in one sitting, which can be challenging given the game's difficulty. The lack of a save feature can also make the game feel repetitive for players who have to restart from the beginning each time they play. Another flaw of Sonic 1 is the limited gameplay mechanics. While Sonic's speed and momentum-based physics are undoubtedly impressive, there's so much else to his moves. Sonic can jump, spin dash, and defeat enemies by jumping on them. But that's about it. This lack of variety in Sonic's moves can make the gameplay feel repetitive, especially as players progress through the game's 6 zones. Sonic 1's difficulty can be quite challenging, with some levels and bosses posing significant hurdles for players. However, some parts of the game have difficulty spikes that feel unfair or frustrating. Marble Zone's slow-paced platforming, for example, can feel like a slog compared to the game's faster levels. Meanwhile, the Labyrinth Zone's underwater sections can be frustratingly slow and difficult to navigate. Finally, Sonic 1's level design can be inconsistent at times. While some levels are well designed with plenty of branching paths and hidden secrets, others can feel poorly thought out or even frustratingly unfair. Scrap Brain Zone, for example, features many tight corners and difficult platforming sections that can be challenging to navigate. So, those are the things that make Sonic the Hedgehog 1 such a classic and beloved game. Its groundbreaking gameplay, iconic music, impressive graphics, exciting boss battles, and higher replayability all make it a game that's worth playing even today. If you've never experienced the original Sonic the Hedgehog game before, I highly recommend giving it a try. While Sonic the Hedgehog 1 is a classic and beloved game, it's not without its flaws. The lack of a save feature, limited gameplay mechanics, difficulty spot. Anyway, thanks for hearing my thoughts. If you disagree with anything I said in this video, I'd like to rant, so make sure to comment. Until next time.